Welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I am your host, GQ. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Like the video, leave some comments on the video, this video and the other ones that I've done. Share the videos that I've done. Also check out culturejunkies.net and hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And on top of that, we've got Twitch and Discord, so we're pretty much everywhere. So, for today's episode of What's in the Box, going back to the land of Transformers, the Masterpiece line this time around. But, got one imported from Japan. So as you can see, he's called Decepticon Laserwave. You guys know him better as the Decepticon known as Shockwave. Now, Shockwave has always held a very special place in my heart because he was one of the few G1 toys that I never, ever got a hold of. Quick history lesson, I collected a ton of G1 Transformers and still have a lot of the original ones that I had as a child. But, for whatever reason, never got around to getting Shockwave. Had seen him in person, a lot of different kids that I knew had him. I was always a Megatron fan, but again, Shockwave was also a very cool Decepticon. I just never, for whatever reason, never asked for him for Christmas. I don't know why. And the funny thing is, there was even a Radio Shack exclusive version called Shockwave, which was kind of a knockoff, but whatever. We're gonna look at Masterpiece Shockwave because, along with Masterpiece Megatron, and Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and Masterpiece Soundwave, and Masterpiece Starscream, he needed to join the bunch. He needed to, because, let's face it, Shockwave has always been badass. Shockwave has always been a very cool character on that show. His voice was freaking amazing. Everything about Shockwave was just cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead and check him out. Oh yeah. Go ahead and put the box off to the side for some nice visual. Okay. Instructions. Is that? Whatever. We'll get around to that eventually. Now here's the interesting thing about Masterpiece Shockwave and also Masterpiece Megatron. Everybody knows Megatron is based off the Walter P-38 handgun. The original toy was a handgun. For the longest time, we had Megatron over here and it was cool. Then all of a sudden the United States decides to get all wussy about it and they don't want kids to have gun-style toys. And for me, it's like, look, we know it's not a real, well, I'll put it this way. I know it's not a real gun. And so they wouldn't let Megatron be released over here as a gun anymore. And then they eventually stopped making Shockwave as a gun over here. And it's like, this is clearly a space age gun. So why are we worried about him being brought over here? But you know, this country's got some very interesting policies and stuff. So yeah, I'm digging this. It looks good. Okay, that trigger has activation. So he must take batteries, he must have sounds and lights, and he does. So he takes batteries. I will definitely have to make sure get some batteries in him and see how all that looks. But is a very good representation of what I remember as a kid. And the size is cool. Instead of a rubber hose, they got like, it looks like a kind of a springy connector there, which is cool. I have no problem with that. Yep. Might need to use the instructions here. Then again, oh, maybe not. Okay, let's see how they're doing that. Cool construction. They've got a couple of different hands in there. Maybe even a different laser nozzle, I guess, depending on how you want to pose them. Let's see if it's an intuitive transformation or if this is going to be one that you need the instructions for. Okay, swings out. Swings out. Yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can go before I get to a point where I need the instructions, and then that will be the end of the video. Because pretty sure you guys saw that Decepticon unboxing, and that was definitely something that was just going to be too involved to try to get him transformed right there live. Okay, all right, so far so good. I don't know if his head pops up somehow. Nope, maybe this all shifts down. Don't know about that quite yet. The only reason I'm even taking him out of gun mode is because I actually had definite plans to display him in robot mode alongside Soundwave and Starscream in there. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm even humoring putting him, taking him out of his gun mode. Okay, that seems to make a little bit more sense. As you guys watch me sort of kind of partially struggle, I think I got a little bit of an idea of how he's supposed to go. But again, I'm not going to break this thing because it costs money. And you guys know I do not like to waste my money in any way, shape, or form. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that was making sense, but now this makes more sense. Okay. That hides that a little bit better. All right, well, yeah, I'm not gonna belabor this too much longer. But some of these little connectors are making some sense to me. And you guys know you'll get photos of him fully transformed and all that other good stuff. How does his head go in place? Is there a switch or something I'm missing? There's probably a switch that I'm missing. Something to make his head, oh wait. No, not that. And the worst part is, it's like I feel like I'm so close, but I'm probably still so far. Yeah, his feet are definitely in the wrong, not right. Anyway, you guys have seen me struggle with this long enough. I am GQ. This has been What's in the Box. This is the Transformers masterpiece, Decepticon Laser Wave, aka the Decepticon Shockwave. So make sure you guys tune into Culture Junkies live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got a segment on there called The Power Is Yours. We'll give you guys a chance to take over the entire segment. You guys are in the chat. You pretty much through the chat tell us what you guys want us to talk about, and we'll talk about it right then and there on the show. So you guys will have some control. And the show itself, we talk about a lot of different topics. So yeah, it seems like his head would just, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and lay him down to get him transformed later. You guys will get photos, you know that. For What's in the Box, I'm your host, GQ. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. If you're enjoying our content, please consider going to our Patreon and becoming a supporter. There are different tiers to select from, and we thank you for your support. Culture Junkies!